This video is going to show you how to use the different shapes that are available in Google Slides so you can make some kind of graphic organizer, or if you want to make some kind of graphic design or lay out some different shapes for some drawings. And some of the techniques used here will work also on Google Drawings, which is another application from Google. So when you're working with shapes, if you go up to the bar and to the tool where it says shape, click on it, you have different kinds of shapes that are available to you, and each one of them has an arrow that takes you deeper down into other kinds of shapes that you can get. So if you were looking to draw a circle, you can click and drag, and if you hold your shift key as you drag, you can make sure you're getting a perfect circle. Any shape that you draw, you can change the color of the shape by using the Paint Bucket tool. You can change the color of the outline of the shape by using the border color. And as you noticed, I changed the border color to yellow, but it's not quite visible. If I change the thickness of my border, now you notice that it becomes more visible for you. So this is how you can get different shapes in. And if you are trying to take shapes and layer them on top of each other, so for example, if you were trying to draw a house, this could be the roof of your house. And once you've got your house done, if you wanted to put a sun behind the house, then you can go ahead and look for a shape that looks like the sun. And I'm going to fill the sun with a yellow color. The outline is going to be yellow, so that's my sun. Now, when I put the sun on top of the house, you can see it's on top of the roof. But what if I want this to go behind my roof? I can right mouse click, go to order, and say send to back. So now my sun is behind the roof on the house. If I wanted all of these shapes to work together so that when I move it, I'm not moving one shape at a time, I can do that by grouping my shapes. So I can either hold down the Shift key on my keyboard and then click on each individual shape, or I can click and drag outside of all the shapes that I want to connect together, click and drag to select. Now all the shapes are selected. I can right mouse click and I can group it. So now when I move my shape, everything moves together. Another thing I can also do is I can flip my shapes. So if I get a shape that I want to flip, if this is a shape that I want to flip, once I have clicked on the shape, I can use one of the side handles, click the side handle, and start dragging it in the opposite direction, and then bring it all the way across and let it go, and now my shape is flipped. So this is how you can use different shapes to make graphic designs or drawings or any kind of visual tool that you want to use with your students. So for example, if it was a Venn diagram, I can use a circle, and this circle, I can make it transparent. So I can click on the paint bucket and make it transparent. I can also duplicate the shape by doing a Control D for duplicate, and every Control D I click will duplicate the shape. The shape that I want to delete, just click and hit delete. And then I can now put this together and make a diagram. Now, how do the students type inside this? I can add a text box and tell my students to type their information in here. So this is how I can use all different kinds of shapes that are available in Google Slides to make different types of graphics.